I finally understand where the J. Cole is boring narrative comes from. I finally understand. It's the fucking beats, y'all. It's the beats. I promise y'all it's the beats, bro. Cause look how good he sound over these classics. Look how good he sound, bro. Cause you can't look. I'm telling y'all, this is where production is the most important to me. This is why I say that because I understand what elite production can do for a rapper. It enhances everything. You can't hear a beat like Victory and not snap. You can't hear a beat like Who Shot You and not want to snap. Money, Power, Respect and not want to snap. Like whenever J. Cole raps over elite production, bro, it just opens up a sea of feast for him. He's like Nas, like not as far as lyrical ability, but as far as like they just turn into dogs when they get on better production. We know that they're an elite rapper, but sometimes that production that just have you like, I mean, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But when they get on some shit that's fire, yeah. Look, I know J. Cole produces a lot of his own music, and not to say none of the shit he produces himself isn't good, but they just don't be elite for me. But that's why his features be so good. That's why he be able to kill on features like that, because the people he be hopping on songs with are better. They pick better beats than him. You know what I'm saying? But man, when he finally get on some shit that's really good, it's one of those. But since I'm already here, I'm going to get my thoughts and opinions on these freestyles he dropped. Dope as hell. Dope as hell. Has me more excited for the album. And I knew that would happen. I knew I would enjoy whatever mixtape or prelude he dropped before the album. I knew I would enjoy it because, he gonna be more free and just so he's gonna have fun with it or whatever. And that's what I needed to hear from J. Cole because since the battle, everything he's been dropping, whether being a feature or a single he dropped, they've been like they've been underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Like even this two track two, good song, dope concept. The whole Ryan story thing, dope concept. But I just needed to hear some hunger type shit from him. I needed to just hear him just snap one time before this album. And before I get into the highlight bars in his album, let me say this. J. Cole isn't dissing anyone specifically in this whole little mixtape. I know y'all itching for some shit and y'all scrambling for some shit, but he's not dissing anyone specifically. It is general statements, general bars. Just saying. I know y'all. I know y'all hear certain things, and you like, oh yeah, he talking about woo 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 woo. He not. Let's stop it. It's just general shit. One of the highlight lyrics in this tape was J. Cole, addressed the whole apology to Kendrick shit. He said, I used to be top seed. The apology dropped me. Was way out of the top three. No problem. I'm probably my best when they doubt me. The top ain't really what I thought it would be, so I jumped off and landed back at the bottom. Restarted at a level where I wasn't regarded as much. Just to climb past them again to tell them all to keep up. Yeah, a lot of people was saying J. Cole not part of the big three no more after that shit. And, it was really, because they was mad at him. And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the time to show that you was one of those big dogs. Right? But I think at this point now, a lot of people forgive J. Cole and shit like that. And, recency bias and everything. So people probably still got him in that big three thing. Even though we know who the real big dog is right now. And I'll say this too. J. Cole, although he was big three, I had other people in mind for that spot because I thought it was Drake and Kendrick and Future. That's who it was for me personally. I feel like Future should have been part of that big three. But I think because Future isn't a lyricist, You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, he can't be part of that. But that's who I feel like the big three was. I feel like Future just had more motion, or I wouldn't say motion, but just more influence than J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Just impacting everything. He just had a way bigger impact and influence than J. Cole. Another highlight of these freestyles where it looks like he was taking shots at Drake. He says, and Go to Goose freestyle, he says, a lot of rappers make dough, then be prone to lose it for crumbs. Dumb sold his soul to Lucian. Because cheating, and I won't excuse it. If I said it, then I wrote it stupid. If the streams say you winning while your tours is losing, when the math ain't mathing, of course you're juicing. That mean the box is boosting. Cut the tough guy image. It is not conducive to breathe, and don't gamble with your life cause the ops is cruising. Words to Mike Vick, your dog might get shot for losing. Now I'm not gonna lie, I can see how y'all correlates that to Drake because I mean what Dumb suddenly sold to Lucian, the whole cut the tough guy image is not conducive, and the whole don't gamble your life. Y'all know Drake like to gamble a lot. And then the whole word to Mike Vick, your dog might get shot for losing. For all the dogs. I can see how the way y'all like, hold on, what you doing right there? You throwing a rock and hiding your hand? I can see that. But I don't think he's talking about Drake. I don't. I really don't. Especially for crumbs, Drake definitely is not getting crumbs. Like Drake is got a $400-500 million deal. That ain't no motherfucking crumbs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he talking about Drake. But I can see where y'all like, hold on. Because that, you put them words together and use context clues. It kind of correlates to him. But I don't think he's talking about him, though. I think he's just speaking in general. Cole also called out other rappers for, inflating numbers and bots and everything. He said in 99 Bill Freestyle, they swear they doing numbers, but it's more to the story. You bust it down, it's about its streams and kids ordering merch. I'm going to be honest. This whole bots and rappers faking streams angle is getting a little tired from J. Cole. He been talking about this shit since a lot. Put a name on it. Put a name on it. Be direct. You talking about somebody at this point. Because we all know this. We know this. Like this, it ain't even really much to say. No, we know motherfuckers just faking their streams. It's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's part of what it's supposed what it is. Put a name on it though. Another big highlight, or at least that stood out to me, is where J. Cole was talking about when rappers use these little marketing tactics, relying on beef, trying to start beefs or rap battles and shit like that to try to boost their album sales or to, just to kind of boost themselves, period. And, this is where a lot of people thought he was talking about Joey Badass, because initially that is what Joey Badass did. And nobody cared when he dropped his album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, like I told y'all, I don't think he's dissing anyone specifically with these bars. Clearly, we know J. Cole likes to throw a rock and hide his hand, but I don't think he's talking about Joey Badass. But I will say this, though, in defense of Joey Badass, at least Joey Badass won't back down from a fucking battle. If he is dissing him, at least he's not backing down from a battle. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for the little puss ass album he dropped after that whole shit. But at least we know Joey gonna stand on 10. We can't say the same for J. Cole. Good for you, J. Cole. You ran away from a rap battle and you still go sell high. You know what I'm saying? But don't make nobody else feel bad because they willing to hop in the mix and you wasn't. But man, dope ass freestyles, man. I'm excited for the album, man. Cole fans, y'all about to eat good, man. He fed y'all this. Then y'all finna get the fall off next week. And more and more and more, man. But shout out to J. Cole, man. We ready.